Hello and welcome to Seven Sentinels. This is Grandmaster class and I am Peter Simon with you. Today we are going to see part A from listening. Extract 1. This listening is common for all medical professionals. And here we start. This is the text. Yeah. So 12 questions. So 1 to 6. One to 5 and 6 to 12. So 1 to 5. Go through the questions. One to 5. Silently go through these questions. We will have to get 12 out of 12. Imagine, guess, presume what answers will be. Try to identify what part of speech it is. Target 12 out of 12. Don't target 10 or 9. Target 12 out of 12. If we get less, no problem, but try target 12. These are the questions 1 to 5. Now we'll see 6 to 12. Once again, I'm telling you, target 12 out of 12. How you cannot get a 12 like that? Challenge. Take it very seriously. Yes. So we have seen now let us brainstorm. Yes. Let us brainstorm this. Brainstorming session. Commences. Yeah. So we are going to brainstorm now. So here, let us see very carefully. So here, what can come here? What can come here in this blank? It's an adjective. It's an adjective. It may be a number. Okay. It may be a number. So what may be there? It may be also a word. Like when baby is born, some weeks early. maybe 2 weeks early, or 3 weeks early, or 4 weeks early. It's not one, because weeks is there. So like this, you have to start guessing. Okay. It may be some weeks early or a few weeks early. It may be a few weeks early or some weeks early, or it may be 2 weeks early, or it may be 3 weeks early, or it may be 4 weeks early, whatever. So this is the way how you have to analyze. This is called brainstorming, guessing. You have 30 seconds. In that 30 seconds, you have to do these things. Now we are taking a little more time, but we'll guess. Yeah, question number 1. Question 1. Now you guess what may come there. Yeah, write down your answers. 1 will not come, Pranita, because weeks is there. You see here, this weeks. So 1 will not come, no problem. Yeah, 2 may be there. Yeah, guess properly. All of you. Any number, yeah. Not any number other than 1. And it should be less than, you can say, 8 weeks. 7th month may be born sometimes. So yeah, why they then question 2. Olive is named after someone or something. Here it may be noun. Noun. That means name. Okay. Someone or something. Okay. It may be grandfather. Grandfather. Or it may be grandmother. Okay. Or something. So father, mother, it may be anything. Olive, maybe after a flower, maybe after a fruit, maybe anything. You can guess there. Yeah. Olive may be after a fruit. Maybe after a fruit. Or after a place. Okay. After a famous person. After a singer. Or maybe a dancer. Or maybe a leader. Okay. So a leader, like that. A singer, a dancer, a leader, a famous person. A is there. One person. Okay. That's it. Now let's go to number 3. Question number 3. All of you have to guess, okay? Because guess this is a guess game. Question number 3. Question number 3. Yeah. She is small and does not have a lot of dash. Yeah. Lot of noun. Something. Not have lot of something. It may be singular or plural. Okay. So what may be there? She is small, olive. She does not have a lot of what? Okay. What may be there? Yeah. Something. A lot of something. Uncountable. Or maybe countable. A lot of maybe hair. Okay. Maybe hair. Maybe fat. Yeah. Yes, whatever you want. She does not have enough. She was okay. She is small and does not have a lot of dash. Okay. Yeah. You can guess others. She was taken to a dash. She was taken to a dash. Maybe intensive care unit. An intensive care unit. So intensive care unit may not become. Maybe nursery. Maybe she was taken to a nurse or a midwife, or she may have taken to an assistant. A assistant will not come, Pranita, because A is there. A is there here. An assistant. A assistant is wrong. So to A, she was taken to a someone or something. Okay. Someone or something. This is a noun. Okay. Someone or something. Maybe child care center, or maybe nursery, or maybe care unit. Okay. Um, or a person or a professional. She was taken to a child specialist. What do you call it? Neonatal specialist, or she was taken to a pediatrician, maybe pediatrician. Pediatrician, CIAN or TIAN. Let us confirm. Whenever we have doubt, we have to confirm. PAEDI. A pediatrician, yeah, CIAN, correct. We are correct. Pediatrician for children. Okay. Pediatrician. Pediatrician, yeah. So that is question number 4. Question 4. Yeah, you can give some other words. Okay. Yeah. So now next one, question number 5. Question number 5. What can come in question number 5? So question number 5, what may be there? She does not have enough dash fat. She does not have enough dash fat to keep her warm. So adjective will come here. Adjective will come here. So dash fat. Okay. What type of fat? Some name. What type of fat? Body fat or abdominal fat? Okay. Subcutaneous fat maybe. Yeah, that's good. So that's fine. The next one. Question number 6. Question number 6. Yeah, brown fat. Question number 6. Yeah. What do you think question? They will start by giving fluids and a trial for a dash feed. Okay, bottle feed maybe. Okay, will be initiated. Nasal feed maybe. Bottle feed maybe. No capital letters in the middle. So over. This is an adjective. Okay. Type of feed, bottle feed. It may be a noun also, which is used as an adjective. Okay. Bottle feed, nasal feed, tube feed, or natural feed, or breastfeed. Breastfeed will be one word, so they cannot separate. So this will not come. So what type of feed? What type of feed will be initiated? Okay. Breastfeed is one word, so you cannot separate. So that will not come. Next one. That is question number 6. Next one is question 8. Question 8. Question 8. Sorry, question 7. Sorry. Question 7. Yeah, question 7. She will get out when she can maintain her dash. Maybe body weight or mass index, or she will get out when she can maintain her vitals maybe, or what you can guess there. Something, get her, maintain her something. Okay. So what is that thing? Okay. What is that something? Maybe maintain her weight. WEIGHT. Maybe. Or maybe fine. Incubator. Or from the incubator. So vital signs, okay. No capital letter, V, small letter. Body temperature, B, small letter. No capital letters. In the middle of the sentence, no capital letters. Remember that. Okay. Next one. Question 8. Question 8. Question 8. No set weight, no set weight, no set weight, or maybe height, or something else. Weight is a noun, so here also noun will come. So maybe height, or maybe growth, or maybe what else? What you can guess here? Yeah. Next, 9. They started scan by the dash week. So this is ordinal number, not cardinal number. Okay, adjective. Adjective. And it is a number. Number. And it is an ordinal number. Order. Ordinal number, we call it. That means first week, second week, third week, like that. Okay. Maybe like 7th, or 1st, or 3rd. So it may be ordinal number. The 7th week, the first week, not 1, 2, 3. It's first, second, third, like that it will come. Next, they missed a couple of scans because it was dash. They missed a couple of scans because it was maybe too early, or maybe it was what? Adjective maybe. Adjective, maybe dangerous or difficult. Okay. So adjective, it was early, maybe. So some adjective will come. Immature or not mature, maybe anything. So adjective, maybe quality, maybe some sort of. Okay. So that is number 10. Next question, number 11. Question number 11. Okay. Olive's placenta contained less dash. Olive's placenta contained less dash. Noun. Less what? Name. Okay. Less thickness, or less something. Okay. What is that thing? Yeah, blood supply. Yes. Less strength maybe. Perfusion, yeah, maybe. Very good. Everyone started writing small letters. Very good. That's my real darlings. Whatever I'm telling you, you're following. Yeah. Then next, question 12. Question 12. Her oxygen saturation is a dash. Maybe oxygen saturation maybe 97% or 98% or 95%. Some percentage saturation. level. Okay, which is normal. What is normal? Maybe some percentage. So it may be number or percentage. Yeah. So maybe both number and percentage. Yes, slowly number is increasing. Very good. Yeah. Write down your points. Yes. Now go through these points once again. Yes. Yeah. Go through these points. All the questions are there. 12 questions are there. Okay. I've given you some suggestions also. Go through these points all together. Yeah. Study. Study so that you will not miss any answer. Sharpen your minds. I'm going to play the audio. So just go through those. Target 12 marks. Yes, we are going to start the audio now. Test number 2.
Occupational English Test. Listening Test. This test has 3 parts. In each part, you'll hear a number of different extracts. At the start of each extract, you'll hear this sound. You'll have time to read the questions before you hear each extract, and you'll hear each extract once only. Complete your answers as you listen. At the end of the test, you'll have 2 minutes to check your answers. Part A. In this part of the test, you'll hear 2 different extracts. In each extract, a health professional is talking to a patient. For questions 1 to 24, complete the notes with information you hear. Now look at the notes for extract 1. Extract 1. Questions 1 to 12. For questions 1 to 12, complete the notes with a word or short phrase. You now have 30 seconds to look at the notes.
Hi Peter, how are you? My name's Rose and I'm looking after your 2 babies today. How are you?
Hi Rose, I'm very well, thanks.
So this must come as a bit of a shock to you, the birth of your babies 4 weeks early today.
Yes, we weren't prepared for it, I suppose. Sorry.
That's okay. I know it's quite overwhelming, isn't it, when you've come in today and this has all probably been a huge shock and a big surprise. Why don't you come and sit down next to your babies and I'll explain to you what we've done.
Okay.
Because your wife will be down in recovery probably for another hour or so. So let's look at your little girl first. Have you got a name for her yet?
Yeah, this is Olive.
Oh, that's lovely. Is that a family name or?
It is actually. It's my wife's grandmother's name.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So as you know, Olive is a little bit, well, you can see by looking at her, smaller than her brother. And I guess the doctors would have spoken to you prior to the birth about why the babies needed to be delivered this 4 weeks early. And so the concerns, I guess, we have for Olive are related to the fact that she is small and so she doesn't have a lot of reserve and that places her at risk of some potential problems, which is the reason she's up here in the nursery.
Okay.
The most obvious of those is that she doesn't have a lot of fat to keep herself warm and therefore that's why we have her in an incubator. And that basically creates a nice warm environment to keep her temperature stable because unlike her brother or even a term baby, she doesn't have a lot of what we call brown fat, which she can use to keep herself warm.
Okay. And how long do you think she'll be in the incubator?
Usually most babies will come out when they're around 1,800 grams to 2 kilos, but that will really depend on her. So what we'll be aiming to do is to, once she's stable, start her on some feeds. Initially we'll give her some fluids intravenously. And so once we can start to get some milk feeds into her and fatten her up, and once she's able to maintain her own temperature, she'll come out. So there's no set weight for that to happen. There's no set time for that to happen. It'll be a judgment call about how quickly she starts to maintain her own temperature and how quickly we can bring the incubator temperature down. So Peter, just take me back. I haven't had a chance to look through your wife's obstetric history. These were your first babies, is that right?
Yes, that's right. We found out quite early that we were having twins because we had an early dating scan about 5 weeks. So we've had plenty of time to sort of think about that and prepare. And the pregnancy, we were told it was a high-risk pregnancy because we're having twins. But everything seems to have been normal. We've had regular doctor's appointments and scans.
So your 18-week scan, the babies were both growing normally, is that right?
Yes, that's right. And in fact, I think it was at that point, the scans, I think, were getting quite stressful, I think.
Yeah,
so
of course.
Because we thought things were quite normal, I think we missed a couple of scans after that.
Okay.
And so we had the 35-week scan and everything seemed normal and my wife felt healthy, but then we had the scan and I think the sonographer was quite worried. Right. And so we went and saw the doctor immediately. Yes, a little bit. And so the Olive's placenta was a little bit sort of smaller and used up. It had less fluid in it, and I think they were just concerned, and so they thought we had to take the babies out immediately. Yeah.
So that would have been obviously quite alarming for you. Did your wife get antenatal steroids?
Yes, she did. So they arranged for us to have a cesarean on Friday to get Olive out, and the next day, Wednesday, we went back in, and Thursday, and my wife was given steroids, and I think the baby's hearts were monitored as well for quite a long time.
So she had 2 doses of steroids?
That's right.
Fantastic, And we can see that those have worked beautifully because Olive is not actually requiring any oxygen at all. Okay. We've just put a little light shining on Olive's foot there. That's called a pulse oximeter, and that's just measuring her oxygen saturation levels for us. And they're reading 99 at the moment. She's having no problems with her breathing, and neither is her brother. And that would be one of our concerns at 35 weeks, that the lungs are still a little bit immature, and so some babies will struggle to breathe by themselves even at 35 weeks, but your babies are doing beautifully.
Well, that's
and
good.
that's the steroids that has helped.
Yeah.
I would say Olive will be unlikely to need oxygen, given how lovely she looks now.
Well, that's good.
But we will do a blood test to check her oxygen levels. We'll just do a little prick of blood from her heel and send that off. We can do that here on the ward, put it straight in the blood gas machine and check that she's doing okay.
Okay.
Extract 2, questions 13 to 24.
Yeah. So, fine, get ready. Yes. Now write your answer and keep it there. Question number 1. So I'll count down from 7, 1. Write your answer and keep ready. Question number 1. Write down the answer. Don't submit, don't submit, don't submit. Only the answer. I already put question. When I count down from 7 to 1, then submit. Okay. So, yes. Don't submit the answers, please. Yes. So here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submit. Okay. Yeah, fine. Be very careful when you are writing the answers. Raja, no need of 1, because I already told. And weeks is not necessary because here weeks is already there. So that answer is wrong. Okay. This answer is wrong. So you have to be a little careful when you're submitting the answer. Okay. So you have to be very careful. Kiran. Okay. So Kiran, your answer is wrong because you have written 4 weeks. Yeah, Ahmad Abdullah. Okay, 2 is fine. So be very careful when you're submitting the answers, all of you. Okay, right. So you have to be little careful. Fine. Next, all of you submit your answers. Question number 2. Be ready with the question number 2. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submit. Kiran, grandmother should be small letter. Why did you put capital letter? Okay. And Pranita, you wrote grand separately, mother separately. It should be one word, not 2 words. Yeah. You have to be very careful, all of you. Okay. Whose grandmother? Child's grandmother? Or husband's grandmother, Peter's grandmother? Or Peter's wife's grandmother? Whose grandmother? Be very careful. Finished. Now don't write anything. Question number 3. You have to be very wise, I am telling you once again. Yeah, question number 3. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submit. Okay. Next. Question number 4. Yes, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submit. Yes. Next one. Question number 5. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and submit. Yeah, next. Question number 6. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, submit. Pranita, you have to check the spelling for temperature. Afterwards, you have to learn the spelling. Vaidehi has written. You can note that one. And you can write 10 times so that you will not forget. Next one. Question 7. Oh, yes, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, submit. Question 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, submit. Yeah. Question 9. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, submit. Question 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, submit. Yeah. Question number 11. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Submit. Right. Question 12. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Submit. Here you can write number, no problem. In the letter I told you, you have to write like that, but here no problem. And write the number and symbol. Yes. Fine. That's very good. Now we are going to check our answers. Yeah. So let us check the answers now. Yes, listening subtest. Part A questions. Number 1. Okay. So question 1. Okay. Right. The question number 1. Answer is 4. If your answer is right, give 1 by 1. If your answer is wrong, then give 0 by 1. Okay. Just a number is also right. Okay. Number is also right. Next. Question 2. Yes. So here it is. Question number 2. Olive is named after dash. Wife's grandmother. Yeah, update scores. Add the mark if to the previous mark. 0 by 2 or 1 by 2 or 2 by 2. Somebody's mic is open. Yeah. Next, question number 3. Question number 3. Yes, she is small and does not have a lot of dash. Reserve, no S. Reserve, no S, R small letter. So here there are mistakes, okay. Reserve, R small letter. So if it is right, add 1 mark. If it is wrong, previous mark as it is. Okay, no problem. Even if we get 0 also, no problem. We are learning. Nobody is bothered about my marks. Okay. Yeah. And my marks are 3 by 3. I also did the test here. Maybe I am also right or wrong. These are my marks. Fine. Next one. So, 4th question. Question 4. Question number 4. She was taken to a dash. She was taken to she was taken to incubator. Okay. She was taken to a incubator. A incubator is wrong. A incubator is wrong. Maybe the question is framed wrongly or the answer is wrong. A incubator will not suit. She was taken to a nursery is okay, or an incubator. So this is, we have to listen to this once again. Okay. So we have to listen to this once again. Yeah, we have to listen now. We cannot take it for granted like that.
It's risk of some potential problems, which is the reason she's up here in the nursery.
Okay.
The most obvious of those is that she doesn't have a lot of fat to keep herself warm, and therefore that's why we have. I know it's quite overwhelming, isn't it, when you've come in today, and this has all probably been a huge shock and a big surprise. Why don't you come and sit down next to your babies, and I'll explain to you what we've done.
Okay.
Because your wife will be down in recovery probably for another hour or so. So let's look at your little girl first. Have you got a name for her yet?
Yeah, this is Olive.
Oh, that's lovely. Is that a family name or?
It is actually. It's my wife's grandmother's name.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So as you know, Olive is a little bit, well, you can see by looking at her, smaller than her brother. And I guess the doctors would have spoken to you prior to the birth about why the babies needed to be delivered this 4 weeks early. And so the concerns, I guess, we have for Olive are related to the fact that she is small, and so she doesn't have a lot of reserve, and that places her at risk of some potential problems, which is the reason she's up here in the nursery.
Okay.
The most obvious of those is that she doesn't have a lot of fat to keep herself warm, and therefore that's why we have her in an incubator. And that basically creates a nice warm environment to
grandmother's name.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So as you know, Olive is a little bit, well, you can see by looking at her, smaller than her brother. And I guess the doctors would have spoken to you prior to the birth about why the babies needed to be delivered this 4 weeks early. And so the concerns, I guess, we have for Olive are related to the fact that she is small, and so she doesn't have a lot of reserve, and that places her at risk of some potential problems, which is the reason she's up here in the nursery.
Okay.
The most obvious of those is that she doesn't have a lot of fat to keep.
She was taken to a nursery. Okay. She was taken to a nursery. Incubator is here. In the nursery, there is an incubator. Okay, she was taken to a nursery. So incubator cannot be the answer. Okay. She was put in an incubator, but she was taken to a nursery. Fine. I hope you can understand. I'm not very sure about this until I see the audio script.
I know it's quite overwhelming, isn't it, when you've come in today, and this has all probably been a huge shock and a big surprise. Why don't you come and sit down next to your babies, and I'll explain to you what we've done.
Okay.
Because your wife will be down in recovery probably for another hour or so. So let's look at your little girl first. Have you got a name for her yet?
Yeah, this is Olive.
Oh, that's lovely. Is that a family name or?
It is actually. It's my wife's grandmother's name.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So as you know, Olive is a little bit, well, you can see by looking at her, smaller than her brother. And I guess the doctors would have spoken to you prior to the birth about why the babies needed to be delivered this 4 weeks early. And so the concerns, I guess, we have for Olive are related to the fact that she is small, and so she doesn't have a lot of reserve, and that places her at risk of some potential problems, which is the reason she's up here in the nursery.
Okay.
The most obvious of those is that she doesn't have a lot of fat to keep herself warm, and therefore that's why we have her in an incubator.
Yes,
and that basically
incubator is
creates a
coming
nice warm
after this
environment.
Fat to keep her warm after that incubator is coming. So that is incubator here. Okay. So just final.
Grandmother's name.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So as you know, Olive is a little bit, well, you can see by looking at her, smaller than her brother. And I guess the doctors would have spoken to you prior to the birth about why the babies needed to be delivered this 4 weeks early. And so the concerns, I guess, we have for Olive are related to the fact that she is small, and so she doesn't have a lot of reserve, and that places her at risk of some potential problems, which is the reason she's up here in the nursery.
Okay.
The most obvious of those is that she doesn't have a lot of fat to keep herself warm, and therefore that's why we have her in an incubator. And that basically creates a nice warm environment to keep her temperature stable, because unlike her...
That's clear. She was taken to a nursery. She was taken to a nursery. She does not have enough. Okay. Yeah. Right. To keep her warm. That's why she is put in the incubator here. After this incubator here. Right. So that goes without saying.
Places her at risk of some potential problems, which is the reason she's up here in the nursery.
Okay.
The most obvious of those is that she doesn't have a lot of fat to keep herself warm, and therefore that's why we have her in an incubator. And that basically creates a nice warm environment to keep her temperature stable, because unlike her brother or even a term baby, she doesn't have a lot of what we call brown fat, which she can use to keep herself warm.
Okay. And how long do you think she'll be in there?
There are two options here. She was taken to a dash. She was taken to a dash. A nursery is okay, or an incubator. So the question is obvious. The answer we cannot define whether it is right or wrong until we see the audio script. That's very clear. Okay. She does not have enough dash fat to keep her warm. Okay. Right. Because a incubator is nonsense. It's an incubator. The question itself says A. She was taken to A. So recall that one. That's very clear. A goes with nursery. An goes with incubator. An incubator. The rule of phonetics. So the question is biased. Okay, leave it. Now that she does not have enough dash. Yeah. The fifth question is brown fat. No, the question, the people who has given these answers, it's confusing. Fat is not needed. Brown is enough. Okay. Question number 5. Question 5. Question number 5. Okay. Question number 5. Yes, brown. So he has given brown fat. The person who is given the answers, no, there's little confusion. He doesn't clarify even the capital letters you see here. In official, this is not official case, official set. So maybe confusion is there. Okay. Brown, that's all, no fat. Fat is not required. Okay, only brown, and that too with small letter, right? If you think B is capital letter, you will lose your mark. The next one, sixth one, they will start by giving fluids and the trial for. Question number 6. Question number 6. Yeah. Dash feed. Dash feed, yeah. They will start by giving fluids and a trial for milk feed will be initiated. They will start by giving fluids and a trial for dash feed will be initiated. They will start by giving fluids and a trial for milk feed will be initiated. Okay. Fine. Next one. Number 7. Yeah. She will get out when she can maintain her dash. Temperature. 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 Spelling. Okay. Those who have written wrong spelling, okay, they will lose the mark. The spelling is also very important. Not all spellings will be permitted. Mistakes. Okay, next. 8. All of you, question 8. Question 8. Yeah. No set weight or time. No set weight or time. No set weight or dash. Sorry. Set time. Set is already there here. No set weight or time. Time is enough. Set is already here. That is for both. No set weight or time. That's enough. So update your scores. Update your scores. No problem. This is not authentic. So that's why there are some, there is some chaos, confusion. Right. Next one. Question 9. Question 9. Yeah. Yeah. Question 9. Yes. 7. Yeah. Question number 9 is here. They started scan by the dash week. I told ordinal number, order, not cardinal number. 1, 2, 3, no. First, second, third, like that you have to write. Okay. 5th. FIFTH, 5th, not 5. 5 is wrong. 5 is wrong. Week 5, but 5th week. Okay. Week. Afterwards, you write week 5. Okay. 5th week or week 5. So 5th is the right answer because it is before week. Because it is before week. Before week. After week it is 5, but before week is 5th. Yeah. Then next. Question. Yeah. 10. Question number 10. They missed a couple of scans because it was a dash. Because it was dash. Stressful. Stressful. Because it was stressful. Stressful. The next one. Submit your scores, please. Yeah. Next, question number 11. Question number 11. Olive's placenta contain less dash. Question number 11. Yes. Fluid. 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 Okay. Fluid. Fluid. The last one. Question 12. Question number 12. Okay. Her oxidation saturation is dash, which is normal. 99. Yes. Yeah. So we will exclude fourth one. I strongly believe it is nursery. Yeah, I have done the test. That's why I'm able to tell you. But still, I'm not sure until I see that, because it is medical. So I have to see that. Yes. So what you have to do is, I wanted you, okay, I wanted you to, yes, write like this. So here is this. Here we have, yes, here it is. Okay. So fourth one, that is nursery. So I was doing along to check how authentic this is. That's very clear. Okay. So it was 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 by, okay, 12. Okay, 10 by 12. Nursery exclude. The next one is intravenous feed. Yeah, there is the question number. They will start by giving fluids. They will start by giving fluids, and a trial for a dash feed will be initiated. They will start by giving fluids, and a trial for dash feed will be initiated. Okay.
We had the 35-week scan, and everything seemed normal, and my wife felt healthy. But then we had the scan, and I think the sonographer was quite worried,
Right.
and so we went
her up, and once she's able to maintain her own temperature, she'll come out. So there's no set weight for that to happen. There's no set time for that to happen. It's
grandmother's name.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So as you know, Olive is a little bit, well, you can see by looking at her, smaller than her brother. And I guess the doctors would have spoken to you prior to the birth about why the babies needed to be delivered this 4 weeks early. And so the concerns I guess we have for Olive are related to the fact that she is small, and so she doesn't have a lot of reserve, and that places her at risk of some potential problems, which is the reason she's up here in the nursery. The most obvious of those is that she doesn't have a lot of fat to keep herself warm, and therefore that's why we have her in an incubator. And that basically creates a nice warm environment to keep her temperature stable, because unlike her brother or even a term baby, she doesn't have a lot of what we call brown fat, which she can use to keep herself warm.
Okay. And how long do you think she'll be in the incubator?
Usually most babies will come out when they're around 1,800 grams to 2 kilos, but that will really depend on her. So what we'll be aiming to do is to, once she's stable, start her on some feeds. Initially we'll give her some fluids intravenously. And so once we can start to get some milk feeds into her and fatten her up, and once she's able to maintain her own temperature, she'll come out. So there's no set weight for that to happen. There's no set time for that to happen. It'll be a judgment call about how quickly she starts to maintain her own temperature and how quickly we can bring the incubator temperature down. Is to keep herself warm.
Okay. And how long do you think she'll be in the incubator?
Usually most babies will come out when they're around 1,800 grams to 2 kilos, but that will really depend on her. So what we'll be aiming to do is to, once she's stable, start her on some feeds. Initially we'll give her some fluids intravenously. And so once we can start to get some milk feeds into her and fatten her up, and once she's able to maintain her own temperature, she'll come out. So there's no set weight for that to happen. There's no set time for that to happen. It'll be a judgment call about how quickly she starts to maintain her own temperature and how quickly we can bring the incubator temperature down. So Peter, just take me back. I haven't had a chance to look through your wife's obstetric history. These were your first babies, is that right?
Yes, that's right. We found out quite early that we were having twins.
So fine, that's fine. So let me check your scores. 7 by 11, 8 by 12, 9 by 12, 6 by 12, 9 by 11, 6 by 12. That's okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give you an authentic test now. Authentic test. Then afterwards you will assess, because that is very clear. Okay, that's created by OET. They will be very clear. Here there is some chaos and confusion. Okay, so some confusion because experts are experts. OET are the experts. Anyone can prepare a question paper and put here. That's different thing. Okay, coming to the point. Yeah, I want to ask you. Yeah, regarding your feedback for this session. Feedback for this session. So was there any benefit? Okay, forget about the confusion, forget about the chaos, forget about the marks you got. Was the brainstorming session, was the thinking style, was the guesswork useful or not? How far it is useful, and why do you think it is useful? Why do you think it is useful? So give your feedback so that we can do more sessions like this. It's okay. This test is just practice test. Okay. So, yeah. So let's start with the Vaidehi. Hello, Vaidehi. Others can type.
Yeah, I just typed about your feedback. It's really important, and really, I'm amazed that you are taking this live listening classes as well. Because wherever I joined the previous classes, they just put on the students that you practice your listening, you practice your reading, but you are the first one I'm experiencing that you are taking each task personally, lively, and very attentive, and your brainstorming is really help us kind of we can thought what kind of answer will be there, because as you're explaining, you can expect some noun there, you can expect the adjective here. So as you said that the thought process started in my mind while listening the audio. So to find out the answer is quite easy, which I experience. So it's really amazing. I'm really very happy to with you.
Yeah, thank you very, very much for your feedback. So we also need feedback from you people to, we need to get motivation to teach more, to explore more opportunities, to, if we don't get feedback, if people are not interested, we cannot do much of this research work for you people. So your feedback is welcome. Yeah, next, Tasneem.
Thank you.
Tasneem was referred by somebody. Vaidehi is referred by somebody. Vaidehi is referred by Sunyan from Lesotho. and Tasneem is referred by from Indian from Kuwait. So like that, everyone is referred by one or the other persons. Okay, right. Tasneem, can you share your experience, Tasneem? Yeah. Raja Zurekat.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, dear.
Really, it's useful in spite of I attended recently, not from a long time. But really, it's useful. And you learn, you teach us how to think about the question, which is more useful than teaching itself. You learn us the way how to think about the question. Thank you.
Yeah, can you introduce yourself? Where are you from and what is your profession?
A pediatrician. I'm Jordanian. I'm working at Amman at a hospital center, tertiary center, actually. And really, I'm so amused about your lectures. It's useful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
In
much.
spite, here I'm working. I'm speaking. I didn't use English language with the patients, so I find it's so difficult to speak in English because it's not my daily life use in English. Thank you so much. It's so helpful.
Right. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're the first person from Jordan to attend my sessions. We had many students from Egypt and other countries, Iran and other countries, but you are the first one from Jordan. Welcome to our sessions, and you can invite your friends to attend our free sessions like this. Okay, that's very good. Thank you for your feedback. Yeah. Then next one, Pranita Pamarti.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, dear. Share your experience. How did this session help you?
Yeah, it was very awesome, sir, really. Because of brainstorming is really well helpful for us, sir. Really, it is. Because of the adjectives and nouns, you were giving some ideas, no? Then we will think and we will give answers. It is really very, very helpful, sir. Like this way we will practice means really we will crack the OET. I think it is very easy for us because of your lectures, because of your way of teaching. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, next, Kiran. Yes,
First
you
of
can
all,
share
good
your
evening, sir.
experience, Kiran.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for this
Kiran, do I
session.
know you?
Sir, I think I don't know.
Your full name?
Kiran only. Kiran Kaur.
Kiran Kaur. Kiran
Yeah.
Preet Kaur?
No, sir. Kiran Kaur.
Yep.
Only
You are
Kiran Kaur.
attending this session for the first time or before also you attended?
Actually, sir, I will attend second time for your session.
Okay, okay. Share your experience now. Yeah.
Sir, your teaching style is very useful for us. I never teach like this. I follow your all videos in YouTube and teach. I don't know, sir. How can I explain? Sorry.
Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Yeah. So that's
Okay, sir.
it for
Thank you.
today. And we'll meet again for the next session. And whenever I give you a link, you can join. So
Yes, sir.
that's the end of the day. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So thank you once again, everyone, for attending my session and making it a grand success. That's really very kind of you. And to share your discussion, share your feedback. And you have given us a lot of input so that we can, increase the creativity, and we can dig deep into the minds and come out with extra tips, tricks, and techniques to enhance, boost, motivate, encourage, and transform your learning styles. Thank you once again for making this program.